Hi, this is the Budget Gamer, and you might be able to hear some sound in the background of me speaking. Sorry if that's a bit confusing. I recorded a commentary live, but it was so quiet I thought I'd do a subsequent one and add it on. So hopefully that won't be too much of a distraction. The game we're watching is Toca Race Driver. I've been doing a lot of grid autosport videos recently, so I thought I'd do a bit of this and we could have a comparison of the two. The first thing I would say is I bought this on eBay for $1.99. That was including postage. It was an amazing bargain, but I had a bit of a time getting it going. This is not very good driving. It does improve. And what was I saying? Yeah, my McAfee security didn't like it at all, so I added it to my exclusions so that it wouldn't check it, and that worked for that session. But the next day, which was today, even though it was still in my exclusions list, when I started up the game it fairly quickly stopped working, and when I double clicked on the icon to start the game up again, it said there was no link there. It wasn't linked to anything, so clearly it had been interfered with by the security. So in order to record this, well, play the game and record this video, oh, get on the road, you idiot. In order to play the game and record this video, I had to switch it off completely, the real-time scanning, and that seems to have worked. But I'll have to remember to do that every time. And I didn't just switch it off for 15 minutes, I've switched it off until I restart the computer or switch it back on again. Because just for 15 minutes wasn't cutting it yesterday. It wasn't, you know, if I wanted to come out of the game and go in again or do anything else, it would stop working again and I'd have to reinstall it. So anyway, this has some things in common with the obviously this is Toca Race Driver. There were 3 games under that name, Toca Race Driver 1, 2 and 3, and then there was Race Driver Grid, and then Grid 2, and then Grid Autosport. There were games before the Toca Race Driver games. There was there were the Toca Touring Car games. I can't quite remember how many of those there were. I don't think I'm going to go back that far, but I'm going to do some more videos of this one and probably of the Race Driver 2 and 3 and work my way through them. But we'll see how that goes. For now I'm going to do a few videos of this one. One thing that it's got in common is the voice in the background telling you things as you drive around. This car's engine noise is very loud, so you can't really make out what it's saying in this one, but it's, if anything, they're actually slightly more useful comments than in Grid Autosport, which is where it really does tend to state the obvious. Now, one thing about this race is that you have to have a pit stop between laps 1 and 4. You know, on laps 1, 2, 3 or 4. and so that's coming up in the not to see. Now he did tell me to pit then, although I didn't hear it at the time, and this is lap 4, so I do have to do it. So here I am backing up. I could possibly have done with doing it earlier because there was a bit of damage to the car, but anyway, now you're completely not in control of the car when this happens. This pit stop does take a while. When you watch the Formula 1, the time it takes by comparison, it's like you don't see him taking the wheels off and putting them back on again. It just seems to happen. But that one, yeah, it seems quite slow. There's the lifting of the bonnet and you think, oh god, I'm going to be here forever. But I actually got out of there and I'm still in the lead, remarkably, after that reversing to go back into the pits and stuff. There is one guy quite close behind me, but I can live with that. I think I'm treating that corner with a bit too much respect. Anyway, obviously graphically Autosport is way ahead of this. The engine noise, I complained about the engine noise being very loud. Of course you can alter the balance of the volume somewhat if you want to, and I probably will for future videos. I'm using a new headset here, which is, as I might have mentioned at the beginning. Anyway, this is the end. So I've got to break off from talking about the game. And we're leaving it at that for now. So, this is the Budget Gamer, saying thank you very much for watching. I'll hopefully see you next time, and give me a like if you want to. Cheers.